This Sunday is Mother's Day, and for thousands of people who lost their moms on September 11th, it will be a particularly painful time. NBC's Bob Dotson tells the story of just one family finding their way every day.
We all tell our kids,
I'll be back. You know that.
but since September 11th, Victoria Alonso doesn't always buy that. Her mother, Janet, went to work at the World Trade Center that morning and never returned.
My daughter won't see mommy come picking her up from soccer practice, school plays, or trick-or-treating.
Her dad will do that.
Watch your head.
Robert Alonso is left to care for both his 3-year-old daughter
Hold on, fix your hair.
and a 2-year-old son, born with Down syndrome.
If I was to tell you I did this by myself, I'd be a liar. I'd be a flat-out liar. I got my mom, my aunt, my pop.
But his days are so full looking after his kids. Alonso still hasn't returned to work at the pizza place he owns in Stoney Point, New York. His dad covers for him.
I owe it to my children to be around.
Alonso no longer puts off anything that brings them joy.
If we're lying on the floor, all of a sudden, Daddy, I want to go to the park. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to go to the park. That's inside. But outside, I'm like, let's go. We're going to the park. Go, 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 go.
They run through each day on the fly,
1, 2, 3.
doing everything together.
Why should I deprive my children from going shopping? I see all the mothers going shopping with their kids. Why can't I do it?
Alonso waited a long time for this family. He and Janet tried to conceive a child for 10 years, then gave up.
And 2 months later, she was pregnant. Lo and behold, she was pregnant.
Their victory? Victoria. She taught her dad to examine each moment like an unopened gift.
That's my fruit snacks. Don't you eat them. It's for me. I don't want to be a rain cloud in my family. You know, I want to give my family, you know, the incentive to do things and go forward, and not to forget Janet, but to bring her with us on our shoulders, because she's on our shoulders.
Janet worked as an email manager on the 97th floor of the World Trade Center. She got her job at Marsh and McLennan after graduating from college in her late 30s, studying nights and weekends for years. She had just gone back part-time after staying home to take care of her second baby, Robbie.
She was found April 9th, and that's our son's birthday. 2-year birthday. God works in funny ways. I think out of all the things waiting that here knock on the door that Janet was recovered from ground zero was the most difficult. It knocked me out. It really knocked me out. It was like September 11th all over again. Yeah, I know.
He has yet to hold a funeral for Janet, and will not until after Mother's Day.
Take a nice minute, kiddo.
Mother's Day was very special for Robert and Janet. It was also their wedding anniversary.
Come on, let's go outside and say hello to Mommy and the stars.
This Sunday would have been their 13th.
Look, right there. There it comes. There's Mommy's star. See it?
For today, Bob Dotson, NBC News, Stoney Point, New York.
We'll be back in a moment. This is Today on NBC.